Hello, welcome to my portfolio. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the dividends page. So let's get to it. So the first thing you'll need to do is click on the first column and enter the date when your dividend is paid. So I'm going to put in today's date, like so. And then you need to select your fund name from the list. Now this list will show the funds that you have selected as being dividend paying funds on the user input data here tab. So if I go back there, we're in the light version at the moment, so only 3 funds are allowed, but we specified 2 of them. You can see here the first 2 are distributing funds, therefore they pay dividends, and they pay dividends in 2 different currencies. One of them is paying dividends in US dollars and the other one is in pounds, but both of them are denominated in pounds. And the spreadsheet has the ability to cater for that. The third fund here is an accumulating fund, so there's no dividend information and it doesn't appear on the list. So if we just go back to our dividends page, so we're going to select both of these, first one and the second one. Let's put the same date in, and we'll see how the spreadsheet copes with that. So I'm just going to press pause while we wait for the data to load. Okay, so after a minute or two, we get our data loading up in these blue columns. You can see the first fund, denominated in pounds, pays a dividend in pounds. So if I put the number 10 here, that means £10. And if this second fund is denominated in pounds but actually pays a dividend in US dollars, so if I put 10 here, that means 10 US dollars. Now, if we want to compare our dividend amounts, we need to have them all in the same currency. So there's a feature for this. You select the currency that you want to compare in this cell. This is a one-off, so once you've selected it, you can't change it anymore. And it's best to select whichever fund currency you use most here in column C. So for me, that's going to be pounds. And you'll see that some of the cells are highlighted red. That is the spreadsheet telling you that you need to enter data into these cells, or at least until it finishes updating its calculated formulas over here. So while it's doing that, let's have a look at column Q, and we can decide whether we're going to designate these dividends as being invested, reinvested, or withdrawn. So reinvested means that you pay the dividend, you keep the dividend in cash in the portfolio, or you use it to buy new funds. And withdrawn means you actually take it out, like a cash withdrawal. So I'm going to put one as reinvested and one as withdrawn, just to show you how to do that. And once we've done that, eventually the conditional formatting will catch up with us, and it will the red will disappear. I'm just going to press pause and wait for those calculations to go through. Okay, so it took another 30 seconds or so. You can see that this cell is highlighted. This cell is highlighted in black, and that's because we don't need to fill anything in that cell. But this one is still red, and that's because we need to do a currency conversion. So what we do is we do GBP to USD and get that exchange rate. And you should do this on the day that the dividend is paid out. If you don't manage to get that data, you can actually Google historical exchange rates and get it from there. It's not too difficult. So we're just going to put that in. And what will happen is, firstly, this will change color. Firstly, our calculations updated. That will change color back to yellow in a moment. And then you can see here that that 10 US dollars is equivalent to £7.81 at the time it was paid. And that's basically how you fill in this sheet. Now, I'm going to switch to my own sheet now to show you what that looks like in when there's a lot more data added. So we'll just switch in here. And we're looking at the quarterly chart. And you can see that I've set it at the moment to exclude dividend payments from the calculations for fund loss in percentage and currency terms, as well as the annualized return. And you can see that when we don't include dividends, actually these two funds, which are bond funds, are making a loss at the moment. Now, if I update this drop-down menu, what will happen is that fairly rapidly these two columns here will recalculate, and we'll find out, we'll see that the numbers will go up because it's including dividends for the dividend paying funds. And the final column, the annualized return column, will also go up for some of the funds which are dividend paying funds. But it will take a little bit of a while. Okay, so it's actually, while I'm speaking, it's already updated the first two columns. So now they've gone from negative to positive. So reading at 1.44 and 3.47, and previously they were in negative area. The annualized column takes a little bit while longer to catch up because it's sending the data to the calculation sheet, and then it will do the calculations there and send it back. It takes a little bit of a while. So that's one of the reasons why you want to specify whether your dividends are reinvested or withdrawn. If you have a look at the overview page, again, this is on my own sheet. Okay, it's just taking a while to load, but when it loads, when we go to the overview page, we'll see that there is actually a column where we can see these numbers here, which are actually the investment return numbers. Okay, here we go. If I just scroll a little bit. Okay, so investment gains here, and that's when it includes the dividends that have been reinvested, but not the ones that have been withdrawn. And again, to show you another place, if we go to stock summary, this is taking a while to update today. When we go to the stock summary page, we're going to see how these numbers add up. Okay, so over here we have our total dividends collected, and I reinvested them all, and there we have that investment return showing here. I always reinvest my dividends, so the numbers in columns Q and R are always going to be the same. Okay, what else can I show you? If I go back to the charts and graphs page, maybe it will have finished updating by now. If it hasn't, I guess I'll put it on pause. Okay, so now we do have a positive return. I know it's in highlighted red, but conditional formatting will catch up eventually. It will turn green. So it's gone from negative to positive 0.58, and this one 2.05. So that's including all of the reinvested dividends. So that is pretty much all you need to know about the topic. I'll also show you my own dividends tab. Wait for it to load. It's taking a long time to load, and we're running. Okay, so that took about a minute or so. This is my own sheet, so you can see on here how about quite a few of the funds are I need to do that conversion for. So, for example, this first one, denominated in pounds, paid in pounds, £67.50. There it is, and the cumulative amount. And this one, denominated in pounds but paid out in US dollars, so 36 US dollars. An exchange rate at the pre-Brexit time of 1.55, converted to that. And if we just go down a little bit further, okay, so we can see now the cumulative effect. So this was £61 or nearly $94, and converted to £178 in total. And I also had, for a while, I had a Singapore dollars bond index. So that was paid. The dividend was in Singapore dollars, and it was also paid in Singapore dollars, and that was the amount, and that was converted back to £43, which is going to be shown on the chart, and but the cumulative amount shown in the original currency of the fund, which was Singapore dollars. So that's all you need to know about dividends. Any questions, just post them in the comments. Thanks very much.